over 3-0 over Megamark, SCR7 over Uet, Anda over Bulby 3-2 again, Kyleth over B Little, Momo Ari over Scarfelt, and Moke over Vulcan. In addition, we also have Magi beating Moke in losers, so all those losers that's happening, and we also have Crispy versus Kyleth, J Miller versus Anda, and Afro Smash versus Momo Ari happening right now.
Okay. Of all of those, one of the ones I took away was Aperture over Demon B 3-2. Very close game. He'll be very happy with. He'll be very happy with that. Proceeding through, trucking through, and winners. Player who's player very emotive when he plays, and I think he's got plans to be staying in winners as long as possible. Obviously, that's everybody's plan. But
I believe on the side stream as well, we've been having the other winner side sets. So if you haven't been tuning into that, that is Team Regen GG2. Definitely want to check all the action out for Regen so far. If you missed those sets, the other winner side sets, we had Streaks over Afro Smash 3-0 and J Miller over Shido 3-2. Those two were often played in Smash 4. The Mario versus Luigi, I'm not sure what matchup they did in this game. Probably Mario versus Simon.
We're talking about Shido versus J Miller.
Yes,
it will have been Simon versus Mario. Now J Miller has been flying a little bit under the radar. Everybody knows he still plays. Everybody knows he still plays the game, and he still does very well. But he's playing. I feel like he's playing the Zona he always wanted.
He's playing the Dhalsim of this game.
Yes, and he feels like Belmonts are keeping his love for this game. He's a player that loves to oppress bad habits out of people, and nobody oppresses a bad jump habit like the Belmonts in this game. Those tipper whips. My goodness! If you keep neutral getting up from the ledge, holy water! Like that player and that character fit together. They're exactly. I know he plays Simon, but I want to say take that. Take this.
Take this. Whoopi plays Richter.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoopi, Richter Warrior.
Okay. So we have Mysticeyes is ready at the stream.
Yes. We're waiting on IStudying. I don't know where he is at the moment.
Oh yeah. Somewhere. No doubt preparing his own mental state. I'm actually quite happy to see the spectator area like filling out. We were quite concerned. It's a little bit narrow, this corridor behind us, but I feel like the entire community has my back with this layout.
Especially since it's still kind of early. A lot of people will probably want to appear later for top 8. Yeah. And ladder, of course, is happening later as well.
Yeah, I think ladder for Smash Ultimate starts at like 2 or 3.
Yeah, after top 32.
After top 32 during the break. Oh, and just to push forward on what Viren was telling you guys all earlier, don't forget this isn't a choice that you have to make. Why not have both? Multi-Twitch, people. Multi-Twitch is a thing. Google it if you've never heard of it before. Get yourself all of those stream windows up in one tab. If you're privileged enough to have multiple monitors, full screen one, full screen the other, and choose which audio you like. I'm
not sure if Team Regen is running the whole squad mode thing, because that's a new feature that Twitch kind of introduced, where you could actually Twitch had its kind of like own inbuilt multi-Twitch.
Oh, okay.
So you can set that up for streams if they have that set up. Go ahead and use that. I don't know if they do. Otherwise, good old multi-Twitch and its various other alternatives.
Yeah, I like the fact that it optimizes the layout for you. No matter how many Twitch streams you choose, it slots them all nicely together. Way to catch all the action. That's my personal favorite time of the year to do that is Evo. Evo
they have like 6 streams for Evo.
six streams across like 4 different games. Like I'll have both. I'll have the Smash stream and the Smash side stream. We'll have like maybe Blaze Blue going as well. If Tekken's happening, we'll have Tekken and a NetherRealm game as well. Whatever the NetherRealm game of the year is.
But this year it's Mortal Kombat.
Yes, yeah. This year is MK11 just having been released. I was very much a big fan of MKX. So I will be getting MK11 this week, but not to let that just distract from the Smash grind at all. The Smash grind is too precious because Albion's coming up, and ain't nobody want to drown in pools around the corner from their own house.
Well, at least it won't be a long trip home.
Why you gotta do me like that? Okay,
I saw an opportunity and I seized it. Meanwhile, IStudying is here. Both players are locked in, getting ready to set up. Probably putting in their controls. They're on the character select screen.
So, Mysticeyes, I'm fairly sure he's going to be running that Lucina.
Yep.
There we go, as if to prove me right.
Lucina, Greninja.
So I'm not sure how this player has adapted since Smash 4. I hate to keep going back to how players were in Smash 4, but when this player played in Smash 4, it was all about abusing Dancing Blade against people's landings, and I'm wondering if he's sort of adapted that and adapted and updated that playstyle to fit with this game. Oh, starting off with some Nair strings.
Double Nair, very reminiscent of Crum and Roy in that regard.
Yeah. Hyper aggressive right now. Putting IStudying off stage, IStudying finds his own way back.
Mysticeyes is definitely a player that likes to press forward a lot. He definitely likes to get those hits and just keep going with them.
Oh, yesterday I did love to see some of IStudying's setups into Shadow Sneak. It was, I think he used Charge Shuriken into Shadow Sneak, which was... Oh! Catches him with a shield break. Please do not shield against me too long, good sir.
And that's just the kind of player, the sort of gameplay that you're going to see from Mysticeyes. Very, very aggressive. IStudying, on the other hand, a much more patient, reserved player from Smash 4 coming into this game. And as a result, he's had a bit of a hard time adjusting or getting to the same level that he was at in that previous game.
Yeah.
Some of you may remember the infamous sets between him and S1, the very, very long Smash 4 sets between those two.
And of course, let's not forget the set against Isam. So not only taking names from his own region as well. So this is a player that can do it on the world stage. Oh, lovely fade back forward air. Not enough to take the stock, however. Does get an air dodge out of Mysticeyes right there, but Mysticeyes was able to make it back to the stage. Doesn't matter, however, as a Shuriken was able to take him clean off into the blast zone.
Watching the jump.
There we go. There comes the mind game. Will you go for the last hit of Dancing Blade?
If there's one thing that Lucina, I think, can do really well against Greninja. Greninja has incredibly high, fast jumps. But Lucina has the hitboxes and the speed to actually be able to catch Greninja out of his jumps. That's something that Greninja has over a lot of characters, but in this matchup, it's definitely something that I can see Lucina capitalizing on.
It's something that he definitely has to respect. It means he doesn't have the privilege of just being able to throw out jumps and buttons whenever he wants, because he can be boxed out in the sky.
Down into the up smash, not going to get KO just yet.
And one thing I do like from Mysticeyes right there is he starts whiffing buttons very early, just to incept them into IStudying's head, into his opponent's head, and make it known that if you come over here, there are some hitboxes for you to worry about.
Hydro Pump once again, not getting the kills, but beautiful spacing on that forward air, getting over the down tilt and getting that second stock.
Oh, up smash not quite connecting there, just lacking the micro spacing it needed to catch Dennis. Back air, throw it, back air into dash attack, throwing him into disadvantage, but again, Mysticeyes going for the aggressive option, saying, get off me, here are some buttons for you to think about. Nice read on the roll back on stage. Spaces himself perfectly to be able to punish the option that he read. Oh, Mysticeyes tries to punish the Shuriken. Greninja too fast. Not enough recovery on that move for him really to be able to capitalize. Goes for the roll, and oh, I could not help but feel like that is what IStudying wanted him to do. Feeling that?
Yeah, just kind of patiently looking for this opportunity to just maybe close out this game. Yeah, he's playing this very nice and slow, methodical, not overextending anywhere.
Oh,
Use that Shuriken, but Mysticeyes finding these opportunities.
Oh, Mysticeyes, if only I feel like he autopiloted the last few hits of that Dancing Blade in the wrong direction. He would have had a serious advantage if he'd have just turned around instead. Oh, air dodges off stage. Really patient stuff from him there, and unfortunately dropping too low to be able to recover right there. Maybe the Hydro Pump pushed him a little bit too far. Is that Hydro Pump?
Hydro Pump kind of pulls you up instead of pushing you down. So what happened there was Mysticeyes likely was just trying to get around it and simply just dropped too far down to recover, because he felt that if he went a bit higher, he would have been pushed upwards and away by the Hydro Pump, and he would have just died from that.
Yeah, even if he'd have found his way back towards the stage, IStudying would have been ready with a fair
charge,
saw,
yep,
or
charge
an F
F
smash,
down smash,
yeah,
anything he wanted.
Yeah. And it's those plays that are sometimes a little bit heartbreaking because you feel like you were playing it right. You weren't autopiloting. You knew you had to go a little bit low, but you just played it just a tiny bit wrong. Okay.
I feel like after that game, it definitely feels like IStudying has a much better handle on the neutral. He definitely is the one holding center stage a lot more. He's using those shurikens, just trying to slow the pace down and prevent Mysticeyes from really getting his aggressive game plan going. Yeah,
it seems like it's IStudying that's playing reactive at this point. Reactively, sorry. Oh, with that F smash, and he's going to take the first stock of the game with only 26.1% on his own stock count, on his own percentage, sorry.
But Mysticeyes making fantastic use of that platform, and great parry once again. Crosses him up with the Dancing Blade this time.
Yeah, and in this matchup, on this stage in particular, this is where I feel like it's the most scary stage of all of them to be in disadvantage, because once you get launched up into the air, you have to pick a platform to land on, and both of these characters can just sort of float in the middle of the stage and pick an aerial to hit you with, no matter which platform you opt to land on. Especially, I feel like, just slightly, especially Lucina.
Ooh, tried to go for the Shadow Sneak setup right there. That would have taken Mysticeyes' stock off the side right there.
He goes just drifting away, trying to catch him with an F smash right there. There we go, catches whichever get-up he was going to choose, and this is what I mean about it being scary on these platforms. There are hitboxes for you to worry about everywhere, just like there. 2-stock lead for IStudying.
Beautiful read on that attack, just patiently charging the up smash, hitting the mark.
IStudying covering a lot of options from Mysticeyes right there. Mysticeyes is having to pick an option every single time. He's picking really quickly, not ready to tech as well, and off he goes. And IStudying, I thought he SD'd there, but it doesn't even really matter. He had a 2-stock lead. Yeah. A clean 3-stock from IStudying.
Beautiful stuff from IStudying. He picked all the correct defensive options while he was maintaining advantage. He picked the right opportunities to go a little bit more aggressive. We saw at the end that back air was the first time in the set that he'd really gone for that sort of offstage edge guard stage spike, and it caught Mysticeyes off guard.
Yes. You need a lot of gall to go out and try and edge guard Marcina like that. Yeah. And a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of faith in your own ability to tech that Dolphin Slash, because it is coming. It is coming, but IStudying getting out there. Mysticeyes tried to bide his time, and unfortunately bided for a bit too long and got himself killed. There we go. Did he steal his jump? Oh, is he dead? No.
Hydro Pump
has a lot of vertical movement.
Yep.
He's going really deep. He's getting super aggressive. He has some percent to play with, but he does need to be careful.
And that all started because IStudying decided to start the game from the corner instead of going for center stage control. Mysticeyes was able to immediately get him off stage and tack on all of that damage that we see right now.
Yeah, but that was what I would consider to be very high-risk play from Mysticeyes. High risk, but high reward if he gets it right. Oh, there we go. Nice pivot grab coming out from IStudying, and the uncharged shurikens being able to send Mysticeyes off stage.
Dash attacks coming out from Greninja. Greninja's dash attack in this game, such a fantastic move. Difficult to punish, leads into combos.
Yes.
Does everything.
Crosses up on shield.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mysticeyes manages to find his way back to center stage, but doesn't cover the roll and gives it straight back to IStudying, which leads to the loss of his own stock.
Down tilt into the forward air.
Yeah. Oh, rolling from one side. Oh, he just waited that get-up option out.
I love that because that was such a smart option because it covered both the neutral, the away, and the roll in. The only thing that IStudying could have done there was attack to beat that out.
I have to make a concession right here. Both Urban Turban and Mysticeyes today have educated me to how huge the ground hitbox of Lucina's up smash really is. I had no idea it hit so wide.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Oh, opting to go high. Goes straight to the stage.
Great parry once again, but no punish.
Yes.
Such as the safety of that Greninja there.
I think Greninja needs to start being a little bit more careful with these landing nairs, because I think he's had 2 or 3 of them parried. And I think if Mysticeyes is switched on, he can start up some pressure with them after that.
Down tilt into the forward air once again, taking that second stock. And now Mysticeyes potentially on his winner's side stock.
Oh, gets himself back to the ledge. That could have been tragic if if IStudying had just gone straight for Hydro Pump. He could have taken the stock right then and there. Mysticeyes really needs to find a semi-early stock right now as well, or start picking up some momentum immediately if he's going to stop this game from getting away from him.
Oh, and there it goes. That'll be the set 3-0 to IStudying after a very close game 1. Much more dominant game 2 and 3 coming out from IStudying. The adaptation was superb coming out from him.
Yep.
And here we see the final KO. Tech chase, forward throw, and then chase him off stage with that fair.
Yep. One thing that IStudying is really good at is using shuriken to stall his air mobility and to change up the timings of his follow-ups and his aerial pressure. That forward air that Greninja has is such a scary tool, especially if you have absolutely no clue when it's coming. So it's a tool that you have to bear in mind. And coming up right now, we have Streaks. And as you can hear from the audience, it's going to, if he starts picking, I predict that if he starts picking up momentum in these games, the tension in this room is going to